Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning.
We are definitely in stereo.
We love hearing you so much, Jazz. We want to hear that, though.
I am so
it's great.
excited because I get to welcome to the show Tess Cacciatore. She is the author of From the Homeless to the White House, the founder of the Gwen Network. We're so excited to have you back here and be a part of your community. What you're doing is just so full of love. Share a little bit about what Gwen is.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm so happy to be here on Transformational Tuesday because our main motto, and I think what my purpose and passion, I heard you all talking about purpose and passion at the very beginning of the show. My whole thing is about transforming lives through the power of storytelling. And the storytelling can go anywhere from writing a journal, writing a poem, writing a song, writing a book, doing a screenplay, doing a TV series, whatever it is that you get to be able to reveal your story and to transform that through healing.
I love that.
So that's what we basically are doing in a variety of ways. There's many silos of that.
So how are you doing that through? Because it's basically Global Women's Empowerment Network. So tell us a little bit about how, when people come, how do you help them? Do you help them take that story, craft their story, or how do you do that?
So when you go to our site, gwen.global, which our new site is launching this week, so I'm so excited to be here. Yes, it's going to be big and beautiful, and there's going to be a very clear direction of where you can come to be able to actually upload your video and share your story if you'd like to do that. We have a Gwen Books division, which is run by Kate Batten out of the UK and Mel Febo here in Los Angeles. And so we are already a publishing company. So we have the ability to do anthology books where 15 to 20 people can have their stories published. And it could range anywhere from addiction to domestic violence, sex trafficking recovery, all the topics that are facing our world today, mourning and loss of a child or divorce, whatever the topic is, we're going to have anthology books that will run through the gamut of the following years.
So incredible. What's the key to a compelling story?
I believe the key to the compelling story is to be able to have the ability or the desire to transform your lives, to really reveal, to really dig down into those past pains, to be able to have a safe place, which that's what we believe we offer, is a safe place for people to be able to come together and talk about what their issues are, what their healing aspects are. And it's really important, I think, in today's society is to find out where that is, because there's so many of us, including stories in my book where I've come through domestic violence and I was homeless at one point and all kinds of adversities that we were talking about, that it's really about having the courage to share our story so that we can heal.
So on your book it says homeless to the White House, and today's voting, and so I'm just curious, because we don't deal with politics so much, but how can people become leaders? You know, they have their story, now what? How do they step into their own leadership, whether it be through they're empowered by voting or whether it's empowering through, you know, taking something, creating something with their story? How do you help them with their empowerment?
I love that you bring up the voting day. I think it's really important for all of us to have a vote, and that is a very important aspect of being able to be, you know, part of our own community. Really paying attention to city council members, to judges, to the bigger scope of the election. We are nonpartisan, non-religious, even though we're filled with lots of spirit. We are, you know, like you, just not really going into the political field, because that could be a quagmire of a lot of landmines. And we'd rather prefer to be able to encourage you to take power within your life, to get through that healing process. And it could be just being able to be a more empowered parent. It could be a more empowered person in society, and, you know, how you find your purpose and passion and how we get through our lives on a daily basis.
I love it.
It's the greatest lesson you've learned in your own journey.
I believe the greatest lesson that I've learned is really to embrace the challenges and to know that even in adversity and even the horrible things that have been displayed, like the gunpoint in Congo and all that, I look back on those days and I look back at the people that I actually was having that adversity through those challenges of life, and I look back and I bless them now. I say, thank God they came into my life at that time, because if they didn't come in and create that havoc and create that challenge for me, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Amen.
Now that means that there's going to be more challenges, but because of the tools that I've been able to obtain, it makes that path a lot sleeker and faster to get through.
I love it. So tell people where the event is and how they can get involved on 11/11. Love the
I
date.
know 11/11. When the gallery was available that day, I said I have to take it because it's one of my favorite numbers. It's a very powerful portal to spirituality, portal to me. It's at the Leica Gallery. You can find it on Eventbrite. and just look for Global Women's Empowerment Network. And what you'll have there is a really fun, loving time. I hope all of you will be on the red carpet. You're all invited.
Awesome.
And so we're going to have a red carpet with celebrities. We're going to have the Gwen Luminary Awards, where we're going to be honoring Annalyn McCord for her work in sex trafficking.
We love
We
her.
know Annalyn.
Yes,
McCord.
I bet we do. I know we all love Annalyn. And Joni Mitchell, we're honoring her.
Oh my gosh.
So the photography of the gallery in November is with all these photographs, and Joni's pictures are all over the gallery. So we're honoring her for the wonderful work she does. I'm hoping she'll be able to come. And then Lizzie Sider will be honored with an award too. Then we have great entertainment: Lizzie Sider, Piper Madison, and the Corn Brothers. And if you don't know any of those artists, you're going to one of them.
Well, thank you so much for all your work, for helping all of us. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.